See this, Lucas. Good morning, Lucas, and the world. It says 6 to 9 million years ago, and then it's got 4:09 a.m. in the morning a little while ago, and 6:09 again because that's when I woke up. And it's about something that I'm going to try to sing, to talk about. Well, let me sing this song. I'm having breakfast here, like if we were bunking here together, Lucas. So something that woke me up, okay? But I wanted to do this song, Oh Carol. I think you like that song, don't you? Okay, and you want me to say the collage it's not called V is for Luke Racy Vega, but instead, Oh Carol, you called it. So I'm gonna sing it to you, okay? I was trying to sing the find one version in Spanish, and believe it or not, I couldn't find any version in Spanish with the lyrics on screen. So, but I did find this other one in Portuguese. So, since I'm always, I like to venture out to other languages as a hobby, even though I don't my pronunciation, it might not be very good, but I enjoy doing it, and that's what I used to do when I was in school. I would go to the library and read as a hobby from Manchete and Veja in Brazil. Okay, there was a lot of people reading yesterday from Brazil, so that's why I'm also mentioning this. And this is dedicated to Karol Lobos in Chile, who I assume speaks Spanish, probably. I don't know if she would speak Portuguese, but and how I got into all this with with James Gandolfini, who died in Rome, and he used to he did something called Wild Things Carol, and I think he wore a monkey suit or something like that, like a wolf or something. I don't remember. But I saw that, and anyway, he's gonna be his funeral service is gonna be in New York City this week. I think it's Thursday at the Cathedral of John the Divine, John the Lateran, John the Divine, John the Lateran, whatever it's called, in New York City, Amsterdam. Okay, so let me sing this song because I don't want to take too long. I always take a long time, and then they cut out the song or my message or something is too long. Okay, so this is Oh Carol from Neil Sedaka in the background, and it says here Neil Sedaka, Paul ANKA, and this is a translation into Portuguese. So I pronounce Portuguese like, this is my version of Spanish Portuguese, which I assume that will be closer to what 700 years ago or 1,000 years ago people would have spoken like, and somebody who spoke either Spanish or Portuguese probably would have found my pronunciation maybe a little closer to a common language, which I have mentioned this before because when I met Jose, he spoke to me in Portuguese, and somehow we still managed to communicate eventually by sign language and stuff. So I started thinking that maybe somehow in our minds we were like going back to something that we both understood commonly, like maybe 700,000 years ago when Spanish and Portuguese were pretty much like localized variants of the then coming into being Spanish like 1,000 years ago. So I think that I still maybe pronounce the same Portuguese, or maybe somebody who speaks more modern Portuguese in Brazil finds it a little more difficult to understand, just like I find it difficult to understand when the Brazilians speak Portuguese. Yet somehow I think maybe with Jose maybe it would have been a closer version. And Jose sometimes would say that I was using words that he knew because he had studied, but other people maybe didn't know the words. But he would always, it would tickle him that I would use a word that he would know, but the other people no longer use. So like we were we're both going back to like a more common vocabulary and everything. Okay, so let me without taking any more time, let me try to sing the song as best I can. Read the Portuguese on screen. All right, this is O Carol from Neil Sedaka, Paul Sedaka, Paul ANKA, in translation in the background. Dedicated to Karol Lobos in Chile and all the Karols in the world. It's a unisex name actually. Oh Karol, yo soy un tolo, querida yo te amo, a pesar de vos me tratar con crueldad, vos me magoa, e me faz chorar, mas se vos me deixar, com certeza eu morirei. Querida, nunca te veré otra, porque yo te amo tanto. Soy yo, Lucas. Nunca me deje. Diga que vos nunca irá embora. Yo siempre trataré como mina amada. No importa o que vos faça. Oh, Carol. Eu estou tão apaixonado por você, Carol. Pope John Paul II, oh Carol, eu sou um tolo. Querida, eu te amo. Apesar de você me tratar como crueldade, você me magoa e me faz chorar. Mas se você me deixar, com certeza eu morirei. Querida, nunca haverá outra. Porque yo te amo tanto. Nunca me deje, Carol. Diga que nunca irá embora. Yo siempre trataré como mi amada. No importa o que vos faça. Oh, Carol. Yo estoy tan apasionado por você. Okay, so, yeah, Carol is a unisex name. It's just like other names in every language probably has these unisex names. I mentioned before somebody like a boy can be named like I named Lucas Yeshua Maria Josep. And in the case of a woman, she could be called Maria Josep, actually. In the case of a boy, he could be called Josep Maria. But there's also unisex names in different languages. Like I used to have a dentist by the name of Inés. Because Inés is a common, is a unisex name. It's either man and woman. So Carol is also one of those names. And John Paul II, his name was Karol Wotyla. So that's another Carol. So you can be Carol can be a man's name or a woman's name. Okay, let me cut it here because I make them too long and then they cut the video. So this is 8 minutes and 39 seconds, and today is Tuesday, the 25th of June 2013, and it's 6:52 in the morning. You can see it's morning. It's outside. It's light out. Okay. I don't have the TV on. Either one. I didn't want to interfere. Okay. I'm wearing my green shorts. I like my green shorts. You know. They come out. They kind of look like blue, but they're like green. They're like green and blue. Okay, so that's what I'm wearing. All right, and I'm having breakfast. I'm having breakfast here, and I gotta take my pills before I start sneezing like crazy. If I don't take my allergy pill, etc. Okay, let me cut it here. It's 9 minutes now. Bye bye.